Awesome. All right. Well, welcome, guys. Good morning. It is Tuesday, June 28th, and it is our last team call of June. And I was listening to the National Wake Up Call this morning from yesterday, and I never think of it this way because with my teacher brain, I always think like the beginning of the year is August. I never think of January being the actual beginning of the year, but after Thursday, we're halfway through the year. We're 6 months in, and so it kind of hit me. I'm like, wow, it's so true. Like, we're halfway through the year, and at the beginning of the year, beginning of January, I set all these goals for myself, like personal and business goals and that kind of thing. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh crap, like I'm half the way there. Like I should be halfway to where my goals are and stuff. So just kind of hit me in the head today that it's really is halfway through the year. So today our topic is kind of never giving up. And so I'm going to share a few announcements, and then Abby is actually going to talk to us today. And she's really upset because she didn't get to shower. So just have to, a good thing we can't smell you, right?
I know. I'm glad we don't have smell illusion.
I'm just kidding. So first off, I wanted to say thank you to Megan for filling in last week. And just kind of a big shout out to all of you, like throughout this last week and the couple weeks. Like, life has been kind of crazy, and sometimes, like, for me, I just feel like my head's barely above water, and just for you guys to step in and take care of things that need to get done, I really appreciate that. So I hate to admit it, but I just listened to the call from last week this morning. And so, like, I can show you guys my tab. It's slowly dwindling down of videos I need to watch. And so I actually started listening to them while I work out. So I listened to Megan's this morning, though, and there were so many times I'm like, crap, I wish this wasn't a recording because I want to say something. But she did a really good job, a lot of good information. There's actually some things that I took away that I'm like, oh, crap, I should be doing that. Or like, I use that Streak app too. But I liked how I usually use a sheet of paper to track my challengers. And I've noticed lately I've been losing people with doing in the app and like people not getting back to me. So I'm actually it's on my list to move my challengers into a streak, like Megan was talking about, and just using it as a way to track them. And so that's kind of why, another reason why I asked Abby to talk today too, because I think it's good experience for you guys to talk on a call too. But I also think I learn a lot, and I think as we've been doing calls for a long time now, and I think just hearing different perspectives. And so not only am I going to ask people on our team to talk, but I think I'm going to try and find other guest speakers and stuff to talk to and go from there. So 3 days left in the month. You've got today, you've got Wednesday, and you've got Thursday. And it is still super possible to hit Success Club. It is never too late. I'm still sitting at Success Club 6. And I've gone 10 months of hitting Success Club 10. So I really don't want to stop now. So I am doing a lot of checkbacks these next days. I'm really talking about the sale because I don't know what'll be on sale in July. I really don't. So I'm talking to those people and saying, I don't want you to miss out on a great deal, all this kind of stuff. But one thing to keep in mind is I've had a lot of people reach out to me on our team and say, like, am I doing something wrong? This month is super slow. Like, I'm getting no after no after no. And you're not doing anything wrong. It's the month of June. And I know, like Megan said it last week too, everybody says they're busy, right? And it's June. Like, it is a busy month. You guys are probably looking at your schedule and you're like, how am I fitting this all in, right? But we make it a priority. We make it happen. And some people just aren't geared that way. So just remember that every single no that you're getting from people about, oh, I'm busy, it's softball season, like all those kind of things that you're getting, I'm putting them down on my list to check in with back in August. So I'm going to give them July. I'm not going to bug them in July. But come August and September, after them watching me on social media for however many weeks or months that is, I'm going to come back to them in August and September. And so think of all those people that are saying no right now. They will come around eventually. So Coach Sneak Peek Wednesday, Megan has kind of took the reins on that. And so I know if you want to do a video or she put you on a video, I think, So make sure you check out that sheet and go from there. Do your video today. Upload it to YouTube today. That way tomorrow, if something goes wrong, it takes forever and a half to upload. Like, you have it done, ready today, so that you're good to go for tomorrow. Megan, do you have anything to add on that for the?
Abby and I were talking yesterday, and there's still quite a few spots open since there are like random videos about like how to make money or just different videos about coaching. So if you want to do your coach story, like, that's fine. And if you want to do another one, let me know so we can put you in. Otherwise, yeah, I just don't want it to be the same 3 people talking the whole time. So if you can do one of those, or if you want us to like explain it to you, so then that way you can do your video, because I know sometimes you don't want to do one because you don't know what you're supposed to say or something. So don't, yeah.
Yep. Sounds good. I know the last couple of ones we've had, I've done 2 or 3 videos and that kind of thing. So don't be afraid to do another video. To be honest, I think stepping out of your comfort zone is one of those things that helps you move forward and those kind of things. So yeah, definitely. Megan, if you want to just post in the group, like after the call, what is all needed that's still open and stuff. That way we can find more people.
I can do one if it's needed.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. One little thing I just wanted to throw out there too about the Coach Sneak Peek is that, adding coaches to your team, adding coaches to your team is how you grow your business, how you grow your team. And really that's how you increase your income. So if you've been coaching for a while, or even if you're just getting started, or you just want to expand, you want to grow, you want to run, that's how you do it. And when I first started, I think a month later was when Julie started. And so her and I were trying to figure out all this stuff together. I have a great coach above me. She is very successful, but we're very different people. Like, we're very opposite. We're very like, I need a list. I need this. I need to follow it. And she's more of like by the seat of her pants. So to be honest, a lot of what I've done, what I've learned, it all came from me. It all came from looking at videos. It came from trying to figure it out on my own. And so adding to my team, like I said, it was just Julie and I trying to figure it out. And even like when Megan and Abby and stuff joined on, I was still trying to figure it out. Like, I was trying to figure out how to be a coach and how to help them. And those kind of things. But when I got those more coaches added on, that's when I saw my income move up. And so, not that it's all about money, but that is kind of how that happens and how it works. July specials, they will come out Wednesday or Thursday. Maybe even today. I can't remember if it's like 2 days before or 3 days. I don't think it's 3 days before, but probably tomorrow. And I know if I don't catch it, I know usually Megan catches it, or Abby, and posts it in there. So as soon as we know, we'll share. I know they get posted in that Royal Republic pretty soon. So again, I honestly have no idea. Don't quote me, but I would almost bet that the Fix and stuff will still be on sale, because Autumn's new program comes out at the end of July. So I would almost bet that since they're promoting Autumn, it would still be on sale, but I can't guarantee it. So hopefully it is, because I know that things usually go a lot easier and a lot better when they're on sale. The calendar for July, I will have that out. I'm hoping by Thursday that I can get that typed up and shared with the group so we kind of know. And hopefully Abby can do the posting calendar again. So hopefully you guys find that helpful. I know when I first started, Hillary, who's a couple above me, she did a posting calendar, and I lived by it. Like, I followed it a lot because I was unsure of what to post about. So I really appreciate Abby doing that, and hopefully you guys can find it helpful too. Last thing I want to talk about before I stop talking for a little while is Coach Basic. So did any of you listen to the National Wake Up Call yesterday? Or not yet? She talked about her Coach Basics. And so this was something that, again, some people go just to Alyssa's coaching page, but I really like doing the groups, because I think that helps build that connection between me and my new coaches, and then also your guys' new coaches, and I think that's really important. So, but she talks a lot about or had the idea of reusing the Coach Basics group, which basically means like we would just make a general Coach Basics group, like not June Coach Basics or July Coach Basics, just Coach Basics. And then let's say that we have 5 new coaches and we add them in there. And then we run the 21 days, like they do all the stuff. And then we leave them in there. Or if they're done, then we can take them out or whatever. But then we just add the new people in. And then I think she just deletes the post and then reposts them. And so just uses the same group over and over. And then that way, like, we don't have to continue to add people in. And then the goal is that those new coaches that are in, when they have coaches, then they can just add them in, or they just stay in there. And then sometimes, people tend to go strong for 3 days and then they fall off. So then they can just pick right back up with it and that kind of thing without having to get added to a new group. You guys have any thoughts or anything on that? I think it was just a little
sorry.
But no,
I feel like sometimes with the Coach Basic group, like when it's just 2 new coaches, they feel super, I don't know, like scared to like post in there or scared. And I know it, like we have to move quickly because we do need to get them the information in case like somebody, like asks them or is like interested. But like I know Sam mentioned to do like the coming out post at the end. Or like towards the end. And I thought that was kind of a good idea because I noticed with one of my coaches, like she posted and then people, were interested. And I was like sitting there all night, like trying to like talk her through it. And that's fine. Like I can do that. But I just felt like, I don't know. I don't feel like they use the coach group the correct way. So I don't know if I don't know.
I know it's hard because like I listened to a call that Bonnie Engel did and she like, in the first week of that that I have typed up for Coach Basics, like that's what she does. Like she gets them, she introduces them, talks about their why, and then she has them post. And she's more like action oriented. Like, and I guess I just don't want people to sit there for a week and like learn stuff and then all of a sudden be like, oh, now I have to post. So I don't know. I don't know what the right thing to do is. Like,
well, and I feel like sometimes like I don't know. It's like I don't know. I was trying to think if maybe like a Zoom call, like with you and like, let's say Abby and like one of Abby's new coaches, like if you do that and like talk about what they want, what they need help with. And then I don't know. Cause I feel like, I don't know if they just get overwhelmed right away or not, but I had one that went through there and like the first 2 days she was like on it. And then now she like canceled her coaching. So I don't know. It's not I don't know. I feel like the group is supposed to help them, and I feel like they're not using it because I have a lot of coaches that ask me questions, and I'm like, it was literally in the group. Like it was, how do I change my check to the direct deposit or something? Just like different questions like that. And I'm like, I know those were in there. So I don't know if there's a way. I mean, I know you have them that like try to be interactive, but I don't know if there's a way for them to have to like post in there, kind of like the 3 Vital Behavior group, like that actually has made me like do everything and post everything because you're like, show me it and everything. I can't just say, oh yeah, I did it or whatever, or I'm planning to. So I don't know if there's a way we can just try to make it, I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. How about this? Let's, because I don't want to take any more time away from Abby. Let's think about it for a couple days. And Thursday, I know my whole day is wide open except for I'll have my daughter with me. But maybe like let's set up another Zoom time if you guys want and talk about it more. For then we'll start a group on the 5th. Then will be our next group. And we can see how it goes after the coach training. But what I would like to do is just be able to like nail down a 21-day like Coach Basics plan. Like day 1 we do this, day 2 we do this, and then like divide up the weeks like we do for the challenge group, and then like be able to make the videos ahead of time so that way, because to be honest, like it takes a lot of time when I'm making those videos to talk in the morning, because all of a sudden it's like I talk about something and then in 12 minutes is gone, so that would be what I would like to do is, and then that way we can pop in like throughout the day with the live video and be like, hey, here's a little bit to add on to this or whatever. So maybe let's do that. Like, let's try and get together. I'll post some times for Thursday, and we can kind of talk about it. And Sam, if you're able to jump on, that would be good too, just to get a new perspective from a new setting. And like, she had there's a Coach Basics in the back office, which I didn't know about. So I'm actually going to pull that up and look at it and see if there's some things that maybe we aren't talking about that we should be, and that kind of thing. And I'll look at Alyssa's page a little bit better too. Maybe there's more stuff on there that she talks about that we should go over and stuff. So let's plan on that. Like, let's think on that, everybody, for a couple days, and then we'll kind of come together and just do an entire brainstorming session without taking away from Abby's time. So okay, awesome. So here's some shout outs for Success Club. Lots of people up on the board, and so many of you are so close to getting to that Success Club 5. Like, you're literally 1 or 2 people away. So totally doable. Sorry, I pulled these this morning. So if somebody signed up this morning or somebody signed up last night, it might not be totally up to date, but I'm pushing right along with you guys. My goal is 2 more people. I had goals for a bigger month. Like, I wanted more than 10 this month, and who knows what's going to happen, but I'm definitely pushing for 2 more, and I know you guys can too. So, all right, I'm going to stop my share, and I'm going to let Abby take it away. So I asked Abby to talk just because she's not necessarily a super duper new coach, but was it April that we did the push group to Diamond? March. And Abby literally worked her butt off. I mean, every single day she was working hard. She was doing what she needed to. And I think we hit every obstacle that was possible when it came to her getting to Diamond. And so I just asked her to share her story, talk about, what she went through, what she struggled with, and kind of how she overcame that and everything. So with that, take it away.
And don't mind my 2-year-old that now it's raining, so Daniel Tiger is being postponed. So if he's whiny, I apologize. We've been up since 5:30. Anyway, so like she said, I have been coaching since December, which means, I'm at my 6-month mark. And when I got into that group, the Push to Diamond group, I was so excited because Kylie was like, when you have somebody behind you, like pushing you to a goal, you just want to hit it. And so, like she said, everything in the world came like tumbling down at like the last week that I needed to hit it. I had to pay to stay an active emerald because of my volume, and just make sure that you just get your leads and then you don't have that problem. So basically what happened, it was like the week before the group was going to end. So I had 1 week to hit my goal, and somebody had put up a call in there from that girl. I don't remember her name. And then Megan shared one from her a couple weeks ago. Katie something. Anyway, basically she said that she sent out like 50 invites a day, and she just needed to get somewhere, or 30 to 40. So I was like, okay, I am going to hit Diamond. So I wrote down 2 lists of 50. So I wrote down, and then that day I just sat out and wrote them out those 2 days. And then the next 2 days I went back and checked in with them if they hadn't responded. But the bad thing was when they did respond, I just read it. And if they said no, I completely forgot about them. Which is awful, which is terrible. So I didn't even get to hit Diamond when I was in that group. I was a week late. And out of those 100 people that I had wrote down, the 2 that I needed to get weren't even on that list. Because the 2 that I knew the 2 that I got, and I had already built a relationship with them. It wasn't me going out and cold inviting. And if it wasn't a cold invite, I hadn't really built up that relationship. May 12th, I believe. And then after I hit it, that weekend was my sister's graduation, and I completely stopped. That whole week, I was like worn out. I had pushed myself every waking minute, and I just fell off the bandwagon. I gave up for a week. I stopped inviting. I stopped everything. And thinking after I hit it that it would just still come, and it didn't. And so I'm like realizing that after talking to some other people that they were gonna cancel their whole thing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna drop. And I just hit it. And I worked my butt off to get there. And so I was just overwhelmed. I was extremely overwhelmed, and just thinking about it right now, it still overwhelms me. And so then I started working my butt off again, and I could tell that I had lost my momentum, like everything, it was just gone. And so then I feel like I stopped for another like 2 or 3 days, because I was just like, what am I going to do? Like, I'm going to drop rank. I'm going to have Kylie drop her rank. Like, I mean, just this endless cycle. And anyway, so I finally realized that I needed to get back in it. And so I went back to the vital behaviors. Like, I started inviting friends and started posting content. That was so hard for me, because after you stop posting content, I don't know what it is about me, but I just like freeze. I'm like, I have no, to me, I'm not going to be fake. And I mean, none of us do, but I don't like showing that side of me. So I just like put up nothing. And that is like the worst thing you can do. Even if it's just a recipe, you can put something up there. But getting those likes and people seeing that I'm still alive after falling off the bandwagon. And the huge thing for me was starting my personal development. When this whole the Vital Behaviors group came out about personal development and about setting your goals, there is really when it turned around for me. And I started reading, like, I mean, about your mindset and everything. And when that happened, I was like, oh, this makes sense. Yeah, I should probably be doing this every day. And then the other thing was that I had started talking to someone else, and I had invited them to a group, and it was the first time that I had ever asked them what their goals were, like the entire time. And I've been coaching for 6 months. And I was too worried about hitting Success Club, and I know that's important. I really do. But I was too worried about shoving it down their throat and getting the sale and, this is what works for me, and not thinking about them. And so I feel like this month I've really turned around and trying not to focus about me, but obviously in the personal development world, I really want to get that in right away, because I feel like it sets the tone for my day. And then getting out my invites and everything like that, and maybe having to read personal development after you get your no's back or your maybes, or you don't really know what to do. But now I feel like I can go there and it's going to be okay, and not just like stressing, because I am not a diamond anymore. I'm still pushing to get that. I have my mom, she was she's under me, and I had her as an emerald. Those two coaches they've canceled and everything like that. But I feel like now I need to build me back up, because like what Kylie said earlier, you need to add coaches into your group to grow, because otherwise you are doing all of the work yourself. And when I was pushing so hard, trillion questions that I had about volume and stuff like that, but you are trying to find those people. So just know that you need to focus on them. It's a life-changing thing for them. Yes, you get the commission, which when I started that's really what I wanted. I wanted the money, and like our family is just at a time right now is where I really need to work my butt off. But I need to focus on them because, how do I say this the right way? You can't force them to change their life. You need to focus on how they want to go about it. If they want to go about it slow, that's okay. And I mean, I don't know. It's just, I feel like I have something on my mind, but I can't get it out of my head. Sorry. I'm new at this whole talking on a call thing and nobody's talking back to me. Anyway, but invest in those other people. Don't sit and worry about you and your situation. Yes, you can work as hard as you can on yourself, but reach out to them and don't say, I know that this sale is ending and I have a couple people that are just dwindling. Like, I mean, they're just dangling and I'm like, yeah, the sale is ending, but if they don't want this, then maybe they're just going to have to pay the extra $20 next month when they're ready. I have a lady that is so busy. Like she's bringing her laundry over to her mother-in-law's house. And I'm like, if I would live in your town, if I was make those meals, because she's so worried that she's not going to have enough time to prep stuff because she's never home. But she wants to lose the weight. And she said that she thinks it's just this month. And I'm like, well, if you think that, then get it now while it's on sale. But if you don't care about that $20, get it next month. So it's just, I don't know. It's just, you need to find how you're not shoving things at people. And that's my number one thing that I have learned is I feel like I give so much information and then people are interested and then they completely back off and then they ignore me. And then I check back with them and I check back with them. And then it's like, okay, I just wasted that relationship because I just tried to shove something in their face that they weren't ready to hear. So when you turn it around and instead of giving them information first, say, what are your goals? What do you want to do? What kind of workouts do you want to do? Do you want to go slow? Like you can do PIO stuff or you can do 22-minute hard corps. So I don't know. That's basically all I was going to say. But I am still pushing to hit diamond. I don't know when it'll be. My goal was June to hit it the first time, but I'm kind of, yes, I am very upset with myself that I dropped it, but you only can learn from your trials. I don't call it a failure because I'm still here and I'm not going to give up. So I kind of rambled. I had notes and I really didn't even look at them.
That was so good though. And you know what? Your first time talking on the call, it is kind of nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
So, no.
I'm not used to nobody talking to me.
No, I wrote some stuff down, stuff that I took away, and like you did, you worked so hard and you pushed and you pushed and you pushed, but I think the biggest thing is that you learned so much more about being a coach and all of it, because like you said, you know, I remember when you sent out those 100 invites, and I remember Megan told me at school, she's like, that's insane. And I'm like, I know, but I'm like, she's doing it, like she's going for it. But what you took away from that was that you realized I didn't build relationships with any of those people. And like that part, it takes the most time.
It does.
The most important thing is, and I can attest to it too. I have more success with people that Because by now, like, I could still go through my friends list and find people from high school and things that I could talk to, but I've just found that the true friends and the true people that I knew from growing up, like, they're already challengers of mine. They've already been with me. You know, and people that we weren't close, like, I just don't even bother with them because I just know it won't work. But those new friends that I've added, and you know, I send out that, hey, like, I don't think we know each other, but those people that I actually have a conversation with and actually have stuff in common with, and then build that relationship for 6 weeks, those are the people that I'm now getting as my challengers and stuff. So it's a long process. It takes a long time, but that's really how, you build those relationships. And I love what you said about, like, asking them questions, like, what are your goals? Like, and I always ask, do you struggle with nutrition or exercise? You know, just to get them talking and just to see, you know, maybe they hate lifting weights, you know, maybe they hate that. And so then really the 21 Day Fix, it's a great program and I always recommend it, but maybe they do want, PIO or, you know, something, or they hate cardio. Okay, well, you know, or different stuff. So I love that. And it's true. I think, because I did it too one time back last October and stuff. It was like you push so hard for a goal and you work your butt off, and then you take your foot off the gas because you're like, okay, I did it. Like, I'm there. And then, like, and I think you learned that it's just one of those things you can't. You can't.
And then you find those 100 friends that I had. I was like, okay, now I need to start adding more people because I just, like, drained my friends list, like really bad. Like, I went through from A to Z, that 100 people. I'm like, okay, not sure that was a good idea.
And it's just, you know, the checklist of things that you have to do every day, those vital behaviors, like, you have to keep up with it. And even, to be honest, like, at the beginning of June, I kind of slacked in the adding people to my network department. But now when I'm getting ready to make my list to invite to for July, I'm kind of like, crap, like, I don't really have a lot of new people to invite. So I'm going to have to go back through my streak and back through my messages, and people that I talked to in, like, March and April that said no, they're the ones that I'm going to go back to in July. So July might be a tough month for me just because I slacked at the beginning of June in adding new friends. And so that 6 weeks that I take to build that relationship, it's starting now, but by that time it won't be in July. So it all goes together. So, but do you guys have any questions or anything for Abby? No. Good job. It is hard, like, when you're talking and then, like, everybody just kind of looks at you.
My son is, like, in the other room, like, okay, this is awful, but we have to move out of this house no matter what. So we have, like, tubs over there, and he just sits in the tubs and watch TV. And I mean, while I'm trying to do this, and I'm like, please don't hear it. Anyway.
Whatever it takes, whatever you gotta do. Whatever you gotta do. So awesome. One other thing I thought of, I didn't put it on the announcements, but for the group that's starting next week, what do you guys think about having the first day be that Tuesday? So, like, July 4th would be when I would post the welcome and, like, this is your group. And then Tuesday, the 5th, being, like, the first day where we do, like, introduce yourself and that kind of thing. I just thought of it because I saw that Heather was doing that. And then I think, like, Alyssa's having, like, their theme is kind of fit after 4th. And so I thought that'd be a good idea because even though, like, we technically don't do anything on the 4th, I was thinking about that. And, you know, when we want people to talk and share their goals and stuff, which I really think is an important day, I thought, if we do that on the 4th, probably not a lot of people will participate. And then I can smash, like, 2 of the things together on, like, Thursday or Friday or something. What do you guys think about that?
I think that's a good idea.
Okay. Megan, if you want to make me a graphic sometime, graphic girl.
Sounds good.
And then I'll open up that group. As soon as you get me the picture, I'll open that up so that way.
Did you say fit after the 4th?
Yeah. Unless yeah, that works, I think, fit after the 4th.
So then we're going to have another one the second week?
No, we'll have them the 4th and then the 18th.
Okay.
And then the 11th will be the free group. And then the last week of July, I don't know, Megan, maybe we can talk about this. I was thinking, like, usually that week that we're going to go to Nashville, that's when we usually have that coach sneak peek. But I was thinking about doing one after we get back. Because, I mean, or we could do both. We could do one before, we could do one after. Because usually after events like that, you know, people watch you the whole time you're there, and then that's when people are really interested in it. So, but we could do one before and after too. But I definitely want to do one after.
Yeah, and we probably would get, I don't know, maybe like different ideas or like Lisa will be there and stuff, so you can we can ask her about like what they do for coaching groups and things like that. So
yeah.
Do we know what our next free group will be? Like what we're doing?
I think like Abby and I were just talking about like trying to figure out like a lot of the videos that we do are total body workouts. Sorry. What do you say? A lot of them are like total body workouts, so we were talking about that. And then when I went back through our last free group, a lot of them wanted like arms. So I don't know if you want to do something with that and then just do like a water challenge, but I don't think we need to do 2 workouts if we just do 1 workout and then like a water challenge or something. And then we can share recipes in there if we want, because I think a lot of people love those, because I had a lot of people post on their Facebook page that they tried them, which was awesome. So
we got less than a minute, so I agree though. I think I told Abby that because she said she noticed that the traction in the last free group kind of went down.
It was like the first day, and then like no one said anything. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. So
we could think of doing just like a 3-day one too or something.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or
that's a good idea.
We could try it just because we've done 2 5-day ones, and
yeah,
we could try a 3-day. That sounds good. All right, ladies. Well, thanks for jumping on. I'll get this recording up. Thank you so much, Abby, for sharing. You're awesome. You all are awesome. All right. Have a good day. Hey, I'll let you guys know about Thursday. I'll pick a time. Does 9 o'clock work for you guys?
Like way earlier.
Yeah. Like 6, Megan? Will you be up by 6?
Yes. I'm actually like going to be gone all day Thursday, so.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh, crap. Okay. Well, Friday? Does Friday work better?
Yes.
You guys want to do Friday?
Sure.
Like 9 a.m.?
Got it.
Friday?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. It's a date.
See you then.
See you guys then. Bye.